They were so consistent from the three-point range in that one, and that's a nice weapon to have as a visiting team.
Yeah, the interesting part was they kept firing away in that game, but the defense didn't make much of an adjustment.
Outside Curry. Pass to Harper. Back to Curry. Just 5 on the clock. Floats one up. Claxton with the block. Here's Williams. Soft touch off the glass.
That was execution to perfection. Textbook transition offense.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Here's Harper. Shot from the top of the key. Curry's shot is off. Graham, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have many winning seasons before they got Steph, Clay, and Dre. And you know, BA, from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times.
Moody from outside. And the Warriors miss again. Williams on the wing. Offensive rebound. Here's Claxton.
Golden State basketball.
And in the first. It's a little over a minute and a half in. Here's Harper. Down low. And it's Randall with the jam.
Randall with a great effort there, up and athletic and at the rim.
Powell outside. Claxton down low. Three-pointer. The rebound by Moody. Now the Warriors with it. On the wing, Curry. Charity stripe shot. That one's off. He's 0 for 3 now.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
From behind the arc. Book it. And it's Randall with the assist.
Good strategy here from the coaching staff. Put the ball in Curry's hands and see what happens. Usually ends up being pretty good.
And Jordi Fernandez calls timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. The rebound by Moody.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but looks like plenty of room.
Here's Harper. Right side Curry. This one for 3. And the Warriors with another 3.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Pass to Johnson. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. Outside Moody. Outside Curry. Takes the 3. Good. Third basket in 6 attempts.
They're locked in and focused on making each possession a success.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Here's Harper. He's scoreless. Moody from outside. Can't hit it. He's 0 for 2 now.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Johnson. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Now here's Curry. 9 points in the game.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Brent, you could hit the three back in your day, and no doubt, Stephen Curry is the best three-point shooter in league history. What makes him so... good from deep?
To me, BA, it comes down to the way that Steph goes about his habits in practice. If you ever watch footage of him in pregame warm-ups or in the off-season, there is so much variability in what he does in terms of preparing his feet and hands to shoot the basketball. There's no one that practices the way that Steph does, and there's no one that produces the way that he does either.
Now here's Randall. Outside Moody. 6 to shoot. Here's the three. Curry's shot is off. Nets trail by 7. Pass to Williams.
First personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution on the board.
54 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Wilson. Here's Clowney. Check by Randall. They set a pick. Shot clock at 5. The Nets need to get off a shot here. Here's Clowney. The Warriors pull it in.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
Outside Curry. Pass to Harper. Clowney pulls it in. Here's Murray Boyles. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. Stephen Curry getting it done for the Golden State Warriors.
15. The Nets. 6.
If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Warriors.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Nick Claxton, despite his relatively slender frame, is a hard-nosed defender. He said, "I bow down to no one. Every time I step on the court, I always have that chip on my shoulder. That's just the fiery competitor that I am. At the end of the day, I know what I'll hang my hat on, the defensive side of the ball." Brian?
Okay, Allie, thanks for that. And as the perimeter game took over, it seemed that the dominant big man went away a bit. Instead, the bigs just got more skilled, Brent.
Well, BA, dominant big men are really hard to come by. So when you do get one, there tends to be a lean. But yes, it's been about the skill of the big over the past few years, along with the game transitioning to the three-point line and picking up the pace. There'll be another big man out there who changes the game back to the low block, BA.
Picked his pocket. And he lays it in off the breakaway. Here's Moody. Outside Curry. Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. To the paint. Here's Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
I don't know what you do there on the pick and roll. You're so worried about Steph. He ends up moving the ball to get points.
And the timeout called here by Jordi Fernandez. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. 6-point game. It'll be the 4th of 5 games for them on the road.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Here's Harper. Yet to see a basket. Curry, he's open. Williams grabs the board.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Harper. Pass to Curry. 5 on the clock. Elbow shot. Powell pulls it in. Brooklyn trailing. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Outside Moody. Back to Curry. There's the triple. Oh, Curry! A sick triple!
I mean, just so easy for Curry to get that 3 off. Beautiful shot.
Here's Johnson. Unloads from 13.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Well, Brent, it's been a blessing to watch Stephen Curry in real time. But he's the kind of player, his highlights will stand the test of time for years.
The best shooter that's ever played the game. Yes, it's been a real treat, BA, to watch all of that happen. But I give credit to Steph. The early part of his career, shaky with the injuries, the confidence never wavered. And then all of a sudden, behind these magical hands, the game had changed.
And here are the Warriors now, following the bucket by Brooklyn. Harper misses. Here's Powell. That's good. His first made shot in 3 attempts. The Warriors leading. There's a minute 47 left in the first half of this one.
Steph with a great job there of finding the seam and just attacking the paint, trying to get as deep as possible. And he gets a little bit physical with him, but it'll pay off in free throw.
He makes 1 or 2 that time. And it's Brooklyn ball. Puts up a deep 3. Hauled in by Curry. Minute 32 left in the second period. Randall, good.
You can see the touch and the improvement in that touch right there.
And the timeout called here by Jordi Fernandez. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Nets trail by 4. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Gary Payton II. Brooklyn shooting their second and third shots at the line here. Second free throw, no good. The Warriors lead by 3. Randall deciding where to go with it. Left side Moody. Fires from deep. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Moody's got 6 points in the quarter.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost them 3. There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. Randle, good. Randle's got 8.
Yeah, Randle's not passing that one up. Fantastic job at converting when he's got the kind of position like that.
Here's Whitehead. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Outside Curry. Moody on the wing. Clock at 6. The 3 is up. Another 3 for Golden State.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Pass to Whitehead. Here's Clowney. Here's Whitehead. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's the Golden State Warriors closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. They've been lights out from deep, and it's a big reason why they have a lead in this one. More 2K action in just a moment. And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books. One half to go. Now here's Curry. Shot from the wing. And he can't get that one. On the break. Here's Johnson. Good work there as it goes. Give him 8 points now.
We wasted absolutely no time getting the ball up the floor. Great instincts in transition.
Pass to Moody. Three-pointer. Ooh, the smooth 3 from Moody.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Warriors play a unique style predicated on passing and cutting off the ball. Stephen Curry said the main goal is to just force the defense to make as many decisions as he can. So with all that ball movement and body movement, they're going to mess up at some point. Brian?
Well, it helps having a weapon like Stephen Curry. Thanks, Allie. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. And it's an 11-point Warrior lead.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row. A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Timeout, timeout. And the basket by Curry.
And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
And the timeout called here by Jordi Fernandez. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. Here's Johnson. There's the drive. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds. Nets ball as Brooklyn keeps possession. Powell outside. Johnson with it. Now guarded by Curry. Just 5 to shoot. Williams' shot is good. Williams has got 8 points.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Pass to Moody. Back to Curry. From deep three-point land. Brooklyn with the board.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
The rebound by Moody. The Warriors lead by 9. Inside. And here's Curry. 20 points for him. Puts up a 3. No luck on that one.
Well, he was terrific in the first half, guys. Maybe some adjustments from the opposing team coach, and he's lost a little bit of that touch here in the second.
Tipped. Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Outside Moody. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Lets it fly. And again, no good by Golden State.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Williams from long range. Hey, now 5 for 8, shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be guarding him. Ridiculous lapse there defensively.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. For Brooklyn.
And make some noise once again for your Warriors Dance Team.
Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Curry surveys. Oh, Curry, a magician inside.
Curry's found his groove out there, and that's a scary thought.
Up and in on the layup. He's got 5.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That'll be a second foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Pass to Whitehead. There's the 3. Randall pulls down the board. And so Randall will bring it up for the Warriors. They've led by as many as 11.
You know, a reliable veteran like Julius Randle is so valuable. He provides a foundation for everyone else to play off of because they know he'll be there to score and help out. He makes it easier for other players to succeed around him.
2 on the clock. And pushing it up the floor. Here comes Brooklyn.
If they keep finding steals like that, they won't be in the hole much longer.
The Warriors lead by 4. Left side, Payton. Snatched away. All by himself.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Yeah, this is not the team that we saw in the first quarter right now. Way more confident out there, and the cohesion of the team is impressive.
Pass to Moody. The 3 ball. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
The game now all tied up. Whitehead's got 8 points.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He wants to review the game plan. Here's Harper. No points yet. Pulls up at the elbow. He gets it in there.
Well, looking into the gaps of the defense there, he's not going to miss many of those when he gets to that range.
It's rebounded by Golden State. 19 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Trying to get that one to fall. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game thus far. The Warriors on top. They're up by 2. All right, we're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here. Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Brooklyn trailing. And it's Gary Payton the second with a foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Back to Johnson. They double him with Moody. Here's Wilson. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. And here are the Warriors now. Next up, they'll face the Nuggets in Denver. It'll be the start of a 3-game trip on the road. To the middle. Outside Payton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Outside Curry. From the wing. Claxton with a rebound.
Good job on the glass there, working hard to establish position and put himself in a great spot to come away with that rebound.
Outside Moody. Outside Curry. Deflects the pass. And stolen by Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
Huge size disadvantage for the defense. Might as well just get out of the way.
Jackson Davis with it. On the wing, Curry. Let's go with a 3. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Johnson.
Now into the lineup for the Nets. Number 8.
We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. 6 on the shot clock. From the high post. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
Well, after an impressive first half, he's just not been able to get the room or get anything going here in the second.
Pass to Claxton. And a two-handed jam.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Moody with it. Guarded now by Williams. And there's a 3-second violation.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That's his third foul so far. And Steve Kerr calls timeout, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. And the Warriors making a switch here. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
During that break, Coach Steve Kerr had some advice for the team. This might be a close late game, but don't tell Coach. They were cool as a cucumber in the huddle, and I think that resonates with their players. We'll see if that approach works. Brian?
Thanks for that, Allie. Powell, it's good.
Well, that's a shot he can hit. If you give it to him, you need a little more energy on defense that next trip down.
Pass to Curry. Will it go? Now here's Jackson Davis. Here's Harper. Outside Curry. Now Moody. Williams defending. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. Looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. Brooklyn leading by 5. Right now, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now. Looks like they're gaining some confidence here in crunch time.
And right now is when you have to lay it on the line. Between the two teams, they've clearly been the aggressor.
Randall outside. Back to Curry. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. Curry's got 24 points. Back to Johnson.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Johnson. Second personal foul. Now into the lineup for the Nets.
Warriors trail by 5.
Walter, number 1.
Here's Harper. Williams grabs the board. It's Powell on the wing. The three is up. Gets the three to fall. And the Nets lead by 8.
The defense takes a chance, leaves him open at the arc, and he capitalizes.
Here's Harper. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. 1:50 left in the game. From the arc. Jackson Davis grabs a miss. And a big issue for them, turnovers.
Yeah, you just can't give away possessions in this league.
Outside Curry. From deep. Not going to go that time.
Yeah, not a fan of that one, guys. If he wants to help his team cut into this deficit, he should not be attempting those kind of shots. And just Shakespearean there, a smart read. Saw the defense was collapsing inside, so he wisely pulled up from the outside and drilled it.
Pass to Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
Randall with massive improvement over last year and could beat you in so many ways that he has confidence in now. What a flood.
There's 57 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 5 to shoot. Outside, Williams. Powell for 3. They get it back. Lets the 3 fly. The Warriors pull it in.
It all comes down to this possession. They must get points.
Now, you can't make any mistakes right here if you want to keep hope alive. Their execution has to be precise.
And a deep 3 from Curry. Claxton with a rebound.
And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
Well, this kind of effort will energize the team and get you going, just gobbling up every board.
And that bucket's good. So we see Brooklyn get the win